Hello everybody. Today I will Pow Pow Pig. Let the games begin. My name is Paul Piccolo, but you can call me Pow Pow Pig. And these are my best friends, Daniel Duck, Chelsea Kitten, and Barry Goat, known as Kung Fu Duck, Cha Cha Chick, Tooth, Barry the Goat. We live in the year 2050. We all met We met at which stands for Creatures and Talk, which stands for Creatures Helping Other Creatures. But we didn't get into the A or the B or the CT. We end up in the Z. Wah ah ah. We still have lots of useful skills, though we can use broomsticks like a staff. Humpty Duck has a wig with a tea towel. Tata has amazing at fixing things. Very well researched we can do with a rake. One day while the other teams were away from tough hippos, several huge explosions set the world on fire. Because the red team will only leave a team left, it has supposed us to save the world. Our mission was to go back to the year 2030 and convince the rich people to help the poor, but the time machine wasn't working properly. It took us First it took us to the Middle Ages. Once we got there, we tried the 2030 once more. The time machine spun widely, and when it stopped, we stepped outside and realized we are in the wrong year again. Two, I have a question, Barry said, while wearing bed sheets. When when my head stopped spinning, I noticed Barry was right. I love it, Cha-Cha said. What really suits me? Look around. We're in the middle of a enormous wheat field. There's no sign of any other animals. This does feel like 2030, Barry said. It's hard to tell from the field, the duck said. I think more about Betty, Barry replied. Barry, it'll be hours before the time machine battery torch. I said we may go explore it. We had a time machine under wheat, and one wandered to find out where we were. We walked for ages before we find another animal. There were hundreds of animals, actually, every kind of animation. Wolves, rhinos, lions, bears, wild boars, deer, flamingos, all marching together. They were all dressed in armor, but also were just like us. Bed sheets are seriously popular here, Barry said. I mean, I love a nap as much as anyone. But haven't they heard of pajamas? I just realized something, Mrs. said. These aren't bed sheets, though our animals were in ancient Greece. Ancient Greece, Cha-Cha explained. That means we should be able to find out quantity of solar Barry said. Agency is famous for its art, architecture, and philosophy, said Duck. You can also think about its food. Somehow we've gone back more than 2,000 years earlier than we supposed to. There was much we could do about being in the wrong year until the time machine battery torch. They followed the other animal to a wide milky valley. After a long trek, we arrived at a giant stone stadium. It was packed with thousands of excited animals. Hoover Duck said, the site of the ancient Olympics. This is Olympia. I've always dreamed of competing in the Olympics, said Chacha. I wonder if they could have an eating contest, said Barry. Any kind of fancy lawyers, concert steps, funky steps. We couldn't see anywhere to sit until Barry sensed a winning smile at a nearby sheep. Barry quickly befriended Cheryl, who turned out to be a very important sheep. You don't seem to have anywhere to sit, said Cheryl. Why don't you join me? Her friends had to cancel at the last minute. She all got us to 4 empty seats in the front row. Before we knew it, we were sharing her enormous cheese platter. As we made ourselves comfortable, jugglers and fortuners made their way through the crowd. I bet no fortune teller can predict the future as well as us, Barry said. In the center of the stadium, a dashing flamingo wearing a purple suit stepped on stage. Sharon whispered, he has a voice of an angel. That how's it go, flamingo? Welcome to the open ceremony, Tito said. It's a big honor to welcome you with a song. He cleared his throat and hush became a hush overcame the crowd. There's almost total silence, except for the sound of Barry munching cheese in the traffic. Castiel burst into an uplift and powerful song. From the front From the first front note, that's how was memorized. He's the most amazing teacher I ever that if he's got a real fan house, I knew it. But so to Tom by holding the note for what it seems like hours. As he bowed, the crowd stood as one, roaring and cheering. Thank you, beautiful creatures, Casillo Dose said. Thank you. The little kids out of the crowd. That kiss was directed to me, Tata said, and clubbed it. That's all me, Tuxedo said. Now, give it up to our almighty leader, Alexander the Goat. The animals in the packed stadium went wild. Literally, a couple of bulls behind us butted horns while another group of ostriches stood on top of each other, creating a giant ostrich total pole. A red-looking goat stepped onto the stage. Can you believe it? We're all in front of Alexander. Barry said, he's the goat. What's the goat? Silver Duck asked. The greatest goat of all time, Barry replied. Welcome, animals, big and small. Greatest event of the world, the Olympics. The animals cheered again. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you some of several athletes who will be competing, starting with Justin Cox, a magnificent racehorse galloped into lead. Using leap on his stage and raised his front legs in the air, urging the crowd to cheer for him. The crowd went thirsty. The horse was particularly volatile. I never heard so much name. Next up, Alexander said, please give a huge big welcome to Georgia Cheetah, a spectacular cheetah dancing to the stage. He was so fast He was so fast he was a blur. All the big cats in the crowd let out an almighty roar. Sound was terrifying, very fainted. And let's not forget Timmy the Turtle. Alexander said as Timmy the Turtle's total hole was on stage. A huge crowd gathered to laugh. Why is everybody laughing? Asked Sharon. Chacha asked Sharon. Since the slowest animal in the ancient Greece, Sharon replied, but for some reason he's like an elected athlete. Timmy was upset by the laughter. Poor Timmy, I said. The others felt terrible for him too. Well, you should. Are you getting even slower, Timmy? Asked Alexander. By the by the next Olympics, I think you'll go backwards. The crowd laughed at Alexander's mean joke. Timmy looked at the crowd as he wanted the brown to open and swallow him up. Alexander turned it back to Timmy and addressed the crowd. I'd like to wish everyone the best of luck, he said. Let's make this the greatest games in the this. Alexander stopped suddenly as a ghost with glowing eyes appeared above the crowd. The ghost was the crowd became a sea of screams. Even Alexander the ghost looked scared. Who are you? Alexander asked. And what do you want? I'm here to pass on a message, the ghost replied. The winner of every event in this Olympics will be crushed. What do you mean? Alexander said. Wait and see, cried the ghost, before breaking into a terrifying laugh. He's that pizza! Alexander yelled at his soldiers. The soldiers were terrified. The ghost cackled and disappeared into the night. The crowd looked confused and a bit scared. At that moment, Barry woke up. Barry, are you okay? I think so, Barry said. Did you miss anything? Just a ghost putting a curse on the whole Olympics, Kung Fu Duck said. A ghost? Barry fainted again. I expected to see some laser thing in ancient Greece, Cha-Cha said, but I wasn't expecting to see a ghost. There's no much thing as a ghost, Kung Fu Duck said. I agree. I said, there's something fishy going on here. And I'm not just talking about Barry's breath. Free Alexander the ghost. What? Wait a minute. Okay. As we waited a few minutes, life brings his time to go on to sleep. And we finished 4. Alexander the ghost looked a bit tricky as he took the podium again. Well, he said, that was a big thing, but the show must go on. I declare this Olympics officially open. The athletes were a big scoop, but it didn't take long before they started warming up and focusing on the events ahead. Barry woke up again. He said, the athletes have been trained for years. And I said, The annual of ancient Greece love Olympics have without added. They are not going to let to see the 10 goals get engaged, etc. Said, looking convinced. The athletes were not for president, the hurdlers. I could have been a champion hurdler, or Barry whispered to Karen the street. If I couldn't play all the time, he would double her body. The buzz among the crowd as the athletes assembled was stunning. Planning the field, the race, he was flying to the podium. On your marks, get set, go! The race was neck and neck, but one animal's neck was longer than the rest. Georgie's giraffe was beating a frog, a kangaroo, a leopard, an ostrich. And she was so far in front, she had no time to worry about the crowd. Georgie crossed the finish line ahead of the others, but she barely had time to enjoy her victory before her long legs crumbled beneath her and she dropped to the track. There were gasps of horror. As Dorothy rolled around in pain, medical staff quickly helped her off the track from the world's longest stretcher. It took 6 medical monkeys to carry her. The curse, Barry said. That was nothing to do with the curse, Tom was upset. Dorothy tripped. Exactly, Barry said. She tripped because of the curse. There were rumbles of fear from the crowd as the athletes came up for the discus. Rebecca Rabbit will win this one for sure, Shannon said. He's a discus dynamo. When it's Rebecca's turn to throw, the stadium uprated, erupted. She was clearly a crowd favorite. Rebecca sucked up in Diana, putting her paw to her ear, encouraging the crowd to cheer even louder. Who wants to witness my victorious discus? And she shouted. We do, the crowd roared back. Rebecca hurled her discus. It flew through the air, passing all the other competitors and marked and stealing in the Olympic record. The crowd was breathless. Rebecca ran out of the crowd, then made her way toward the dais to receive her early crown, which were awarded to all the winners. What's that? What's that thinking about? Said Rebecca. When it's time to go, this rabbit can grab it. See, Tinkerbell said. Church mothers. Rebecca took her crown and placed it on her head. Then she did a victory lap, waving and blowing kisses to the ground. Suddenly, she stopped waving and started scratching all over. Rebecca had broken into a terrible rash. It's a scratch. Now do you admit there's a curse? Mary asked. No, Rebecca said. The rash is conscious, and I really hope she was right. But so far, there have been 2 events, and something terrible has happened to both women and I'm scared to believe in ghosts. The next event was weightlifting. Five animals in the street gathered in the center of the stadium to lift the small place over there in one side. They were all powerful beasts, but Northern Rhino was the most powerful. He lifted a heavy barrel eagle. It was like he was lifting a serious process. Rope adding more and more weight to the barrel. Soon the ball was so heavy it was almost bucking rolled fast in the board. In his mighty mitts, he tried to raise it above his head. The crowd wowed him to success. For the first time, the ball was too heavy. Rowan dropped it to, to the grass. He only had two more attempts at the ridiculously heavy weight, but couldn't lift it. He seemed disappointed, and the crowd wasn't. They gave him an almighty cheer as he made away for the final competitor, Levy Ryan. Levy stood tall and weightless stage roared with pride. We all look at Barry, Bertie, he fainted again. What are you looking at? Barry asked. I can handle a royalty. The cow gasped. Levy Rhino added an extra weight to either end of the barrel. Brother Rhino laughed. You're about to make four. Confidently grabbed the boy and raised it. For Living Rhino, the big cat in the crowd roared and Mary fainted again. Lenny was holding the boy over his head. His face was full of joy until a mouse scurried past him. Lenny's strength and the incredible heavy weight on his barrel on his right foot. Lenny fell like a big balloon. The crowd was horrified. In a lovely show, documented, Red Rhino carried Levy to the medical staff. Now do you believe in ghosts? Tata asked him the duck. Okay, she replied, but you are right, all of you. The curse is real. Uncle Duck looked seriously spooked. Wake up, Barry, she said. Let's get out of here. Huh? Barry said. What then this? I'll tell you on the way. I said, we never stay and rush back to the valley. Sure, when we reached the field again, in which field where we could bring our time machine, we discovered a new problem. The time machine was gone. Who could have taken our time machine? Cried. Maybe it was them, Barry said, pointing at a dozen showing toys, boyfriend, spears, and swords. This doesn't look good, Tata said, understanding the statement. I replied, no time to tell me twice, Barry said, but it's too late. The show's knives and bound our hands together with a rope. They marched back to the valley. I never really arrived at a fancy place. Push, said Barry. We were ushered into a giant room with our field salary figures waiting away us. It was Alexander the Ghost. After being marched through ancient keys that criminals, Tata and Uncle Duck and I tried and angry. We were tired and angry. Barry people said, Alexander and another Mr. Cat. Together, I have a opinion and go. The greatest god of all time. Alexander replied, that's a big honor is coming from other gods who are you. And Mary, some people call the F god. What's the F god, Alexander? Asked Alexander. The friendliest god of all time, Barry. Let me introduce you to my best friends, Pow Pow, that's a chicken and Humphrey Dog. Tell me, Barry, Alexander said, what is this thing? He was pointing at Thomas, which was sitting on the front of the house. That's ours, Humphrey Dog exclaimed. You stole that from us, Tasha added. We do, we do to talk around here, Alexander said. We're trying to reach the balls in the Olympics. No one said we are sports. Turn Alexander said Alexander secretly. Explain, why do you have this? Thinking too. Then, are you, you will be locked up for the rest of your life. Just then, several more British boys burst into the castle. Sorry to interrupt, one of the boys said, his legs quivering. But the ghost has taken over after the ghost bears strength, and he fainted again. What happened? Alexander asked. Knew the moose won the javelin, the guard said. He was to be expected, Alexander replied. He was the favorite. Yes, the guard said, but when he received his old crown, it struck to his head, and he hasn't been able to get it off. That's unfortunate, Alexander said, but I have more testing each issue. I need to not be stuck up forever. Wait, I said. That thing, I pointed at the time is it is for storing ghosts once they've been captured. I could feel Barry again in disbelief. Fortunately, Uncle Duck and Chacha knew I was trying to do. We're ghost catchers, said Chacha, who deliberately waved a wing over Barry's mouth before he could burn it and ruin his story. We have been feeling close night tides and ruin the Olympics, he said. That's why we're here. The Kingdom added. Alexander studied our faces closely. If you bring the ghost to me before the closing ceremony, I'll give you back the machine and set you free, he said. But if not, we know, such as said, we'll spend the rest of our lives behind bars, or some even worse, as they said. Now bringing up ghosts. We hardly have time for Alexander has a chance to change his mind. Ghost catchers very confused. He had something to say. I replied. He was going to lock us up, or something even worse, Chacha added. Maybe he'll turn us into all his soldier traders, Mary said. No, no one's becoming a soldier like you, I said. We can solve it. Let's go to the stadium and look for clues. Can we get a soldier first? Uh, Barry asked. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.